What happens when a beloved country music legend faces off with one of television's most outspoken hosts in a clash nobody expected? The air in the studio was tense enough to slice through as Reba McEntire found herself in the hot seat on The View, facing questions that would test even the calmest guest. This wasn't just another celebrity interview. It was a collision of beliefs, values, and personalities that left the audience speechless and the internet buzzing for weeks. Before we jump into what really happened, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts below, because you won't want to miss a single second of this dramatic encounter. The morning started like any other episode. The hosts gathered around the familiar table, coffee mugs in hand, expecting a relaxed chat with the country music star. Reba McEntire entered the set with her signature charm and warm smile, waving at the cheering audience. She'd been there before, and those visits had always been easygoing, full of laughs and heartfelt talk about her music and life. Joy Behar, seated in her usual spot, greeted Reba with what seemed like genuine warmth. They exchanged small talk as the cameras rolled, and everything felt pleasant. Reba discussed her new projects, upcoming tour, and shared light stories about her life on the road. The hosts joined in with cheerful comments, creating the kind of friendly tone The View was known for. But anyone familiar with Joy Behar could sense there was something brewing beneath her smile. There was a spark in her eyes, a certain edge in her voice that hinted she had more in mind than just promoting Reba's album. Joy had made her career asking bold questions others avoided, and today would be no exception. The first sign of trouble came when Joy brought up current political issues that had dominated the headlines. She began gently, asking for Reba's take on different social topics, pretending it was just curiosity about how famous people saw the world. Reba, always polite and composed, responded carefully, trying to stay neutral and respectful. But Joy wasn't satisfied. Her tone sharpened as she pressed for Reba's personal beliefs and political opinions. Reba's posture shifted. Her smile tightened. The tension was growing. Whoopi Goldberg, sensing the mood, tried to change the subject by asking about Reba's family and music collaborations. But Joy wasn't ready to move on. She leaned in, clearly determined to stir things up. The once lively audience now sat quietly, unsure if what they were watching was part of the show or something much more serious. When the commercial break ended, Joy wasted no time jumping into what would soon become one of The View's most heated moments. Her questions became direct, personal, and cutting. "You know, Reba," Joy began, "you've spent decades building a wholesome image. But don't you think there's some hypocrisy there, considering the people you've supported over the years?" Reba's eyes widened slightly, but she stayed calm. "I'm not sure what you mean, Joy. I've always tried to treat everyone kindly, no matter what they believe." "Come on now," Joy pressed, leaning forward. "You can't tell me you don't see the contradiction. You call yourself a role model for traditional values, yet you stay silent on issues that matter. Some would say silence is complicity." The other hosts looked uncomfortable. Sonny Hostin tried to ease the tension, but Joy raised her hand to stop her. "Let's be real," Joy continued. "Your fans trust you. Don't you think you owe it to them to take a stand instead of protecting your image?" Reba drew a long breath. Her patience was thinning. "Joy, I think there's a misunderstanding about my role. I'm a performer. My job is to bring joy to people through music, not to tell them what to believe." "That's exactly the problem," Joy snapped. "That attitude that you're just an entertainer is what lets real problems go unchecked. You have power, Reba, and you're wasting it." The crowd gasped. Reba's expression hardened. "Joy," she said quietly, "I've faced more challenges than you can imagine. Don't question my courage." "Then prove it," Joy fired back. "Stop hiding behind your songs and stand for something that matters." Whoopi tried again to calm things down. "Ladies, let's take a breath. We're all friends here." But Joy wasn't backing off. "No, Whoopi, this is exactly the talk we need to have. Too many celebrities stay silent when they should speak up." Reba's anger flashed. "How dare you imply I built my career off anyone's back? I've worked for everything I've earned. I don't need to get political to make a difference. I do it through my music and how I treat people." Joy laughed coldly. "Music, please. When's the last time you wrote something that actually made people think? You've been playing it safe for years." The room went still. Everyone knew Joy had crossed a line. Reba slowly stood, her chair scraping against the floor. Her voice was calm but sharp. "I've built my career on respect and honesty. I don't need approval from someone who mistakes being loud for being right." Joy tried to interrupt, but Reba held up her hand. "You talk about responsibility? Try showing some. Treat your guests with decency instead of ambushing them for ratings." The tension was electric. Joy rose too, her voice shaking with anger. "You think this is about ratings? It's about accountability. You've spent your whole career avoiding risk." "That's enough," Reba said, her tone cutting through the air. "You know nothing about my life. You sit here judging people who actually create something. What have you built lately besides division?" Joy slammed her hand on the table. "I've created real conversations. I hold people accountable. Your sad songs about heartbreak aren't changing the world. My songs have helped people through pain and loss," Reba shot back, raising her voice. "That's not nothing, Joy, that's everything." "Oh, please," Joy scoffed. "Your silence is cowardly. It's disgusting." Reba's hands trembled, not from fear but fury. "You know what's disgusting?" she said softly. "Cruelty disguised as honesty. Tearing people down isn't justice. It's just cruelty. I'm done with this," Joy sneered. "So you're walking away?" "Typical." "I'm not walking away from a challenge," Reba replied, grabbing her purse. "I'm walking away from a bully." Whoopi stepped in again. "Reba, let's calm things down." But Joy kept going. "No, Whoopi, she needs to hear this. Celebrities like her need to stop hiding." Reba turned, fire in her eyes. "You want to talk about responsibility? Start with how you treat people. You've turned this show into a platform for anger." "Self-righteous?" Joy snapped. "That's rich coming from someone who thinks she's above having opinions." "I never said that," Reba replied firmly. "I just believe it's not your business what my opinions are. But here's one. You're a bitter woman who enjoys tearing others down." The studio erupted. Some gasped, some clapped. Joy's face turned red. "How dare you?" "I know enough," Reba said calmly. "A confident person doesn't attack others to feel important. I've wasted enough time trying to be polite." "You can't walk out." "We're live!" Joy shouted. "Watch me," Reba said, heading toward the exit. The sound of her heels echoed across the silent studio. Joy yelled after her, "Run back to your bubble! Country music's irrelevant anyway!" Reba stopped. Slowly she turned, her face like stone. "Irrelevant?" she said quietly. "Let's talk about irrelevant, a host who confuses rudeness with bravery. You think attacking guests makes you important? It just makes you mean." Joy tried to speak, but Reba wasn't finished. "I don't lecture my audience. I respect them enough to think for themselves. Unlike you, I know being loud doesn't make you right." Phones came out everywhere. The audience knew they were witnessing history. Reba continued, "You've turned this show into your personal soapbox. People don't tune in to be scolded. They come to be inspired." Whoopi tried one last time. "Let's all calm down." "No," Reba said, eyes locked on Joy. "This is what she wanted." A reaction. "Congratulations, Joy, you got it." Joy stood frozen, speechless. Reba stepped closer. "You think being cruel keeps you relevant? It doesn't. It just shows how desperate you are. Here's some truth. Being mean isn't being brave." The silence was total. "I came here in good faith," Reba said. "You turned it into an ambush. I'm not your punching bag. Courage isn't attacking people. It's knowing when to walk away." Reba turned toward the exit. Joy couldn't resist one final jab. "Don't let the door hit you, sweetheart." Reba paused and replied without looking back. "Honey, the only thing that's going to get hit is your ratings when people see how you treat your guests." With that, Reba McEntire left the studio, creating one of the most unforgettable moments in daytime TV. The camera stayed on the shocked hosts before cutting to commercial. The fallout was instant. Social media exploded with clips of the fight, and most people sided with Reba. Joy's ambush had backfired, while Reba's composure and self-respect only boosted her reputation. What do you think? Did Reba handle this the right way, or should she have tried to talk it out? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable moments from the world of entertainment.